Görebildiniz mi? Ne? Dur. Şunu açayım. Dur. Bak dur. Dökeceğim. Acıkmışlar arkadaşlar. Gece geldiğimde göremiyordum. Bugün erken geldik. Dur seveyim seni. Ne? Yat. Lütfen arkadaşlar aç çok demeden destek olun da sizler adına can dostlarımızı desteklemeye, tedavi ettirmeye devam edelim. Döktün ya be. Heyecanı görüyorsunuz değil mi arkadaşlar? 2 günlük mamasını bıraktım. Şimdiden destek olacak her türlü çok teşekkür ederiz. Zeytine de afiyet olsun.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Wow.
You know that if a policeman gives you a ticket, cop pulls you over and gives you a ticket, that is called a ticket in commerce. And so if you go to buy something and you don't have the money and it's too expensive, you ask me to co-sign for you. Now if I co-sign for you to buy something and I co-sign on the ticket, that means if you don't pay it, I have to, right?
Right.
Therefore, when the cop gives you a ticket, he signs it first. It's called a ticket in commerce. Because money is going to change hands. Therefore, when you sign it, you are the co-signer of the ticket in commerce. Well, as a co-signer, you don't have to pay the ticket. You were just a co-signer, and you can decide, I don't think I want to pay that ticket. And then you send the ticket and the paperwork to the Secretary of State, and they then give it to the Attorney General. The Attorney General then sends it back to the cop, and the cop has to pay the ticket because he's the one that signed it first. You were just a co-signer. But as long as you don't understand this, people don't understand the way banks and commerce works.
And government.
And religion, and it's all one big show. And if you're not licensed to play in the show, like George Carlin used to say, it's a big club and you ain't in it.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Hi, my name's Pauline Glamourchak, and in 1977, when I was 11 years old, I had a near-death experience. It happened in the Mount Macedon Ranges at the picnic grounds there. It happened while I was running down a hill chasing after my friends, and I tripped on a rock, and instead of falling forward and going with the impetus, I flung myself back and apparently hit my head on a rock. Now, anticipating that I would fall, I closed my eyes tightly, but I didn't feel any pain at all. So I opened my eyes and I was in blackness, but very shortly after I was out of my body and floating, being drawn up through the clouds. Not only that, it felt like I'd taken off a really heavy coat. It felt as though I'd peeled away layers of anxiety and every encumbrance. I just felt extremely free and blissful. I very briefly looked at my body, but I wasn't very interested in it at all. And I looked around and just took in the beautiful vista of the Macedon Ranges, which is a particularly stunning place and a spiritual place in southeastern Australia and Victoria. So here I was, floating above my body. It's getting smaller, I'm not even paying any attention to it, and suddenly I'm in a whiteout because I hit the clouds. And when I hit the clouds, I felt the sensation of cold. And so I had a sense of trepidation at that point. When I emerged from the clouds and I saw a range of clouds, it was like a cloudscape. I felt cold and I immediately thought, well, how far am I going to go? And I looked up above me, there was just space, and I thought, well, what am I going to be floating around in space? What's going to happen? And it seemed as soon as I thought that and wondered, this black hole appeared above me, and it was like I would describe it as a portal, but once I was in it, it was definitely a tunnel, and I travelled very fast in this tunnel, so fast that the stars were streaming by and the speed began to just create this greyness. They were no longer stars, so I had this sense of travelling very, very far. And when I was worried about how far I would go and how long I would be in this tunnel.
Here are 5 things I stopped doing after my spiritual awakening. The first thing I stopped doing was consume dark content like scary movies and music with swear words. Music and movies, they can either make you happy and heal you, or they can make you feel worse. The second thing I did was to stop saying sorry for myself all the time. I feel like most of us are just saying sorry on autopilot all the time, even if we didn't do anything bad intentionally. So I stopped belittling myself, stopped apologizing for my existence, and I only say sorry if I intentionally hurt someone. The third thing I did was stop wearing uncomfortable clothes. When I was younger, it was really important for me to look really good at whatever cost. So I would wear really tight jeans, really tight push-up bras, and it would just be really uncomfortable. And after my spiritual awakening, I'm like, why? Like, why did I put myself through that? Like, who decided that jeans is a wardrobe staple? Who decided that? That's so uncomfortable. And heels can literally deform your feet permanently. And if there's a threat, well, good luck running from that in heels. The fourth thing I did was to stop convincing other people that I'm right. Now, I produce a lot of content out there, and I used to go into these debates in the comment sections when there was a hater, but now I'm like, why even bother? You know, it's very hard for somebody to change their opinion. It has to be some life-altering event. So it doesn't matter like how many valid points you have, they're not going to change their mind. So it freed up so much energy for me when I realized I don't have to convince other people that I'm right. The fifth thing I did was to stop hiding in the spiritual closet. It took so much energy trying to hide myself. For example, I waited a long time before posting reels to Instagram and Facebook because I knew that my family and friends were on Instagram and Facebook. And I thought, oh my God, they're gonna think I'm crazy. And I know many of them are thinking I'm absolutely crazy. But it takes so much energy hiding. And just because society thinks much of what I'm sharing is weird doesn't mean that it is and should be hidden. We live in a sick, messy society. You're like, look at the politics, look at what's on the news. The world is crazy. So if you're different, that's a good thing usually. So I've stopped hiding my light. You should stop hiding your light. Be yourself, your goofy, weird self, and you will attract people like that, people who are on your vibration.
How to properly clean threads.
Seriously? No way. Man. Hey, your wire strippers I gotta try this. Everybody else is trying it. That's pretty clean. Ooh, let's clean those threads. Gosh, where's all my Milwaukee tools? I guess we'll use this. We'll use a DeWalt drill. Shoot, I can't put that on the drill. Ah, it's a 5/8. All right, let's see if I got it here. Oh, gosh. Okay. No. Oh, we'll use these. Yeah, that'll work. Start back here. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Whoa, seriously? I don't know if it's good for that, but...
Oh my God, that's nice and interesting.
Just rub an avocado on your knee. A renowned specialist revealed the secret to me. This powerful fruit isn't so coveted and isn't part of many people's daily lives, but it could actually save your life and the life of one of your family members. A friend of mine who is a rheumatologist revealed this secret to me and said that he always saw a lot of expensive medicines and treatments in his field. But he said that he couldn't understand why they were so expensive, and that often these treatments didn't solve problems as well as natural remedies that he saw his old relatives doing when he was a child, people with no education. But, as he himself said, they were real doctors without diplomas who took care of and knew about many natural treatments. He commented that it took time to understand that if these tricks were revealed and exalted, they could weaken the pharmaceutical market. This is because the real, powerful remedies can often be found in your own home, and this would save you from having to buy an industrialized medicine. After hearing what he told me and how easy it was to do, I was shocked. It's so simple that really anyone can do it at home. So, as I have some family members with the same problems, I decided to try it out to see if my rheumatologist friend really was right. I started applying this simple trick to my 86-year-old grandmother, who suffered from joint problems, complained of severe knee pain, and could barely walk. Before long, everything started working, and everyone at home was amazed. Today she can walk, and now, whenever she wakes up, she says she feels like a child. We really did have the real cure at home, but we didn't know that for this simple tip, all we need is an avocado, whether it's ripe or unripe. We'll open it and cut it in half. What we'll need is that pit. I bet you've always thrown that away, haven't you? This is where the real cure for your problems lies, but nobody reveals it. Now for the last ingredient, you'll need alcohol. The alcohol I'm using is 70% alcohol. You can pour the alcohol in until it covers all the avocado pits. This is a powerful home remedy, antioxidant, and natural anti-inflammatory. It also helps relieve joint pain in your body, back and legs. If you have a lot of pain in your legs or know people who have a lot of pain, you're sure to introduce them to this holy remedy, as it's very easy to make and you won't spend anything. Best of all, it's very simple to apply. My grandmother uses it and has never stopped making it at home. It has completely relieved the pain in my knees, legs, and upper joints. Once you've used it for the first time, you'll never want to buy drugs from a pharmacy again, especially since we're talking about an extremely natural remedy that everyone can make at home. Very simple and easy, just 2 ingredients, and it doesn't need to be ingested, just applied. The application is very simple. Just take the home remedy, pass the liquid on the parts where you feel pain, such as the knee. Arms and any other joint away from the eyes, apply the mixture with a light massage. After application, you can go to bed and leave the medicine on overnight. Repeat this same process for a week and you'll thank me for it. I'm sure it'll quickly eliminate your pain and you'll get back to your beautiful nights of deep sleep.
Wow, man, that's interesting. Oh, and it sounds useful. It really works. When your goose protects the dog from your goose. Oh, the goose want to mess with the dog, but the goose is very protective. You see, these goose, they are very interesting, man. And they are psychopaths and they are full of good vibes. I need you to understand this. Just because you know 20 people doesn't mean you have 20 friends. Very true, man. Oh, you can see. But let's be good people. People of love and caring, loving your neighbors, you love yourself. You see, that way we can have a world full of love and good vibes. Good vibes, people. Oh, thanks for clicking, by the way, and watching. You are loved and respected. Hit the like button, leave some comments, and spread love and caring. Oh my god. And this dog chewed the vacuum cord right off. What? You see, these animals are always very interesting and they sometimes can be messy, but just in an interesting, fun type of way. You see, it's just good vibes all over. Oh, look at that one. Man, they're just happy. They think they've done something good, but it's just the innocence in them that is just nice and full of love. You see, treat them nicely. The animals, the universe, trees, everything. Treat them with love and caring and good vibes. Even humans, for just being humans. Don't despise people because of their color, race, religion, or beliefs. So that just live with people where you see. Solving the case of missing muffins. Oh, it's like someone has been biting and going and storing them for himself. Oh, just like some snack for it alone. No, that's nice and interesting. Oh my god! And some guys here decided to die themselves. What? Oh, these animals are wonderful, man. This is awesome and interesting. Look at these animals here. They look so beautiful. Oh my god. Yeah. What type of dogs is this? What do you call them? They look nice, man, and full of good vibes. And look at another one
If
here.
you're not a doctor, then just keep scrolling. For all of you that are dismissing your patients who tell you that they have gotten health information from TikTok, I have news for you. The reason why people are getting their health information from TikTok is because they do not trust us anymore. They do not feel safe in our office, and we do harm to them. And if we don't listen to them, they're going to listen to someone else on the internet. And as a doctor who posts and watches other people's videos on TikTok, I find patient stories to be very educational, helpful, validating, basically all of the things that patients are not getting from their interactions with us. But because misinformation is such a big problem, they need us to step up to the plate and help them. So whether you believe it or not, patients are diagnosing themselves over TikTok because they're not getting diagnosed properly through the traditional healthcare system. So listen to what your patients are telling you. If they said, I watched this video and this person's symptoms exactly match my symptoms, well then maybe we should think about that as a possibility. We don't have to get offended that a patient has their own opinion of what's wrong with them. I choose to see TikTok as a force of good, and I hope that you will too.
Thanks for sticking around, fellow doctor.
So things have been happening in my home. I think this is one of the risks of filming paranormal investigations, is that things can follow you. And I've felt something several years ago, but more recently my friends who come over to my place are seeing and experiencing things. And this is what happened recently.
Hi everybody, my name's Raquel. I'm Ying's friend. She wanted me to share an experience I had at her house this last weekend. She was kind enough to host an amazing watch party of an amazing film, Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's our favorite. We had a wonderful time watching it. And we watched it actually in her carport. So she has a carport in her apartment building. It's really small. It's only like 3 spaces. So we used it as like the venue to watch the film, put the screen up against the wall. It was great. As we finished watching the film, we're kind of standing up. I'm talking to everybody. We're sharing our thoughts about it. The only car in the carport, only has those 3 spaces, is Ying's car. It's against the wall. It's black. The wall is white. And as I'm talking to them, something really weird happens. It feels as if there's something that pops its head out from behind the car, and it's black. It's the same color as the car. And I went, ooh, oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm tripping or what, but I thought something just popped its head, like, behind the car. There's no space between, there's enough space, I should say, for Ying to be able to get into her car, but there was nobody back there. We didn't see anybody back there. And Annalisa, who's another really good friend of Ying's, is a medium. You'll see her in some of Ying's Haunted Bay episodes. And she says, oh no, I've been feeling something back there the whole time we've been here. So that was a little weird. So we moved over to the patio, which is right next to the carport. And we're all kind of sitting around, and there's a fence, at the end of the patio, which is like also, it's the same wall as like the end of the carport where we watch the film. And I'm sitting there, and there's these little slats in the fence. And you can see to the other side, and it's nighttime. Of course, it looks black in between each one of those slats, but something black seems to be, I keep seeing it go over the, like, actual slats. It was really, really strange. And I told Annalisa, and she kind of did this thing where she was like, okay, well, let's do a protection. Nobody can come and bug us. We don't really want to be bothered, because it was getting a little weird. Some other things happened that night too, and Ying can talk to you about those that happened with Annalisa and some other people. But what ended up happening is we started talking. It got pretty late. We're talking about something completely different. It's about 2 a.m. I look up at the fence. I just look up, and it feels like something just rushes me and hits me right in the chest. And it was so weird. My body definitely did that thing of like jump scare, right? Like you feel like something's gonna hit you. And I couldn't tell if it was jump scare or what. It was just really strange. The strangest part is that Annalisa, at the same time I had that sensation, did one of these things with her hand, like she was swatting something away. It was really strange. We ended up going home after that. But I'll definitely be going back to Ying's house.
That's good. I regret my tattoos, part 2. I'm sick of tired hearing from people, if you don't like your tattoos, just get it removed. Just get it removed. Tattoo removal is so expensive. Like, who's got money for this? Who's got money for this? If you have any spare money, please send it to my way. I would accept any donations. Did you know it has to be 6 weeks between each session, and you need at least 5 or 6 sessions to get something removed? And of course, it depends what size you have, if you know what I mean. The bigger, the harder. you know. So it's not as easy as you think. Now let me tell you a little bit conspiracy theory that really freaks me out. When the laser breaks through the ink, that ink goes to your bloodstream, and the blood cells transporting that toxic ink in your body is gonna be in your blood, you know.
Oh my
that
God.
doesn't sound good at all to me. I'm a little bit terrified. But anyway, follow me if you want to see any updates, because I will be sharing my journey with you. If you have any experience with tattoo removal, let me know in the comment section what you know. Let's share the information. I'll be reacting to them comments. Thank you so much in advance. Peace and love from the jungle.
What do you know about tattoos? What method is this? What is this person up to? Let's see. Okay, and is this some way to clean your pan, or what are they doing? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ah! Ah! Oh my God! Did you know that? This is incredible! Oh my God! Did you know all of this stuff? You see, this is nice, man. You see, humans are incredibly amazing and smart, you see? And they just say, do crazy stuff with their mind, and you're just amazed. That's why we should live in love and unity, so that we can be sharing information like this. Oh man, that's interesting. You see, we usually see a lot of hacks from here, and sometimes you say you can try or not. It's up to you. You see, we are here to see how people live from different sides of the world and their beliefs, while at the same time spreading love, good vibes, and peace. You see, leave some comment there and hit the like button, even the super thanks if possible. Like now, you see this hack here. We tried it for here. We'll be trying it with my friend for like 1 week continuously, and it's like the fruits are not fruiting. We have not forgotten any fruits about it, but maybe I've done it wrong. You see? Anyway, good vibes to all humans out there. Or is it because we use firewood to cook, or maybe the suit is too much? I don't know. Anyway, good vibes to everybody, man. Watch till the end and leave some comment. You are loved, man, and respected. Big up to everybody. If you're our subscriber, you are loved. If it's your first time, welcome. Good vibes, man. Much love. This is creepy. This is creepy. This is creepy. Oh my God. Why would they do that? What is the use of that? Is this their house, or what's up, please?
Cool things you haven't seen yet, this is the world's most expensive turd. This turd came out of a sick Viking in the 9th century AD and is worth $39,000. This is rare footage of one of the oldest sharks in the world. 396 years old, this shark has been roaming the ocean since 1627. This is what the damage looks like to an Olympic rower's hands after he rowed in the Arctic Ocean for 1,000 kilometers. Almost nobody knows that the Michelin Man is white because when he was introduced in 1894, rubber was naturally white. Eventually chemicals were added to tires that made them black. People stopped buying white tires because new black tires were marketed as premium and more fashionable. The Michelin Man's color was never updated.
Would you prefer white tires? Please leave some comment. A beaver in a rehab facility decided to build a dam by the doorway. Oh my God, this is interesting. Acha! These animals are very intelligent, man. Oh, in some place here in Japan, some good vibes guy were walking, and it's like they decided to give some animal there some escort to where they was heading. This is nice, man. This is good vibes. Oh, and the people there were excited to see. This is nice. Oh, people from Japan. This is incredible, man. Much love to all humans out there. doing good deeds. You
Bible
are
verse
loved.
of the day, 2 Corinthians 4 verse 16. Therefore we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day.
Hi. No, why is he doing it? Why is he like like that? Oh, he's so cute. Why is man chilling like that so close? He knows the food coming. Hello.
Hello.
Why is he so cute? Hello. Do you have any friends out in the wild?
Oh, hey, what is this? It's very beautiful. Oh my god. Ha! Why can I get one of these things? Oh, what is this made of? Is it a marble or what's up? What is that? It's
The
beautiful,
moment
man.
our dog realized we had a tiny human.
Oh man. Huh. What do you think was
The
going through?
mysterious video was released to the public on October 27th, 2023. It was taken by a trail camera that some hunters put up, but one night at exactly 10:26 p.m., the camera caught this. An armed police officer is seen walking by. But 3 minutes later, at 10:29 p.m., the trail cam was triggered again, and some massive predator is seen.
Ha! What type of animal is this? Bigfoot or
This
the...
dark, hairy, bipedal beast slowly walks through the shot. It appears absolutely massive. It's very tall and very wide, estimated at a height of about 8 feet. Now, lots of details were left unknown about this footage, like where it was filmed and why the police officer was even out there in the woods in the first place. But online viewers speculate that maybe this police officer was being hunted down by this creature, and that's why he had his firearm ready. Because of the overall look of this supposed creature, most drew connections to Bigfoot. But skeptics weren't buying it and hypothesized that it was a man in a ghillie suit. However, because of how wide and tall it is, it's highly unlikely. And taking a closer look at this shot here of the being's arm, it's distinct, not like a human in a ghillie suit. It appears much larger than a human's arm. Anyways, what do you guys think? Definitely some very compelling evidence.
Please share your thoughts on that. It looks creepy, man.
We really already know how to cure cancer. That's not even like a speculative statement. It's completely true, because if you know what cancer is, it's something that we get every single day, but our body fights it off. So the only reason it becomes fatal is because most people are not treating their bodies right. They're not eating anything that has nutrition. They're not using their bodies, exercising or anything. I think that food is probably the most important part of it, but the thing is that a lot of people don't know what's healthy and what's not. That's the big problem.
Huh. Some baby tiger the same size as a house cat. Oh man, it looks beautiful. This is nice. It looks really nice, man. Ah, see, I've never seen one and I'd like to.
Some of us are genuinely nice because of the way we were raised. Stop thinking you are using us.
Press when it's cracked, you just move.
You're telling me for over 40 years I could have just squeezed it? Ain't no way. But a daggone game changer if this works. I mean, this... How in the world has nobody ever showed me this? Avocado. I'll peel this sticker off. Apparently, you don't need a knife. You can just squeeze it and break it in half. Wrap your fingers around. Squeeze the top till it splits. Move your hands down. Squeeze. Squeeze. in the end. Are you kidding?
Yo,
Wow.
you mean you didn't know that? Aja! Anyways, that's interesting. But I knew it, man. You see, from this side of the world, you have to be creative and innovative in such circumstances. Because you can find a fruit in the wilderness and you have no knife. What do you do? Ah! And some human beings never understand the purity and innocence of animals. You see? Because it's just so nice and beyond our understanding sometimes. You see, they are full of good
This
vibes.
video about sacred geometry blows my mind. You can take different frequency patterns and put them together to get different facial structures. And it just goes to prove that everything is a sound. Everything that exists has a vibrational frequency and is a sound. This is evidence, this is proof. If you look at the Bible says, in the beginning was the Word, and God spoke into existence everything that was created. So we are a spoken word. And when God spoke, everything was created. So if you look here, this just shows how everything is a frequency. And when you look at sacred geometry, it's so deep, it's so in-depth, and it's a shame that Christians don't have any idea. Christians don't know. They're just continuing on with life, trying to work a 9-to-5 and to pay for their bills. When you have people who are in secret societies and deep within the rabbit hole, okay? You've got people that are so in tune to sacred geometry, to frequencies, and think about the music that we listen to. The music has the ability to change our emotions, to change our feelings. And look at this video, I saw it. I had to rant a little bit, but what do you guys think about sacred geometry? Comment below.
Oh my god, that's insane! Oh, that's incredible, man!
Demonstrate in real time the power of tapping to activate your energetic centers. All you need is a regular clean bobby pin and a clean forehead. No funny stuff, no sticky
have a forehead.
Just energy. Close down your outer eyes and begin by tapping at the center of the forehead. Focus and visualize your third eye opening, calling toward it anything and everything for your highest and best good, drawing the energy into the center of the forehead. When I tell you that we are electromagnetic beings, I'm not kidding.
Isn't that static electricity?
You're powerful.
Look at what NASA
Share thoughts.
Look at this again. Again. Let's slow it down a little bit. Maybe you'll appreciate it a little bit more. But it is an actual feed from NASA, so yeah, look at that. Wow. Let's blow up just a little bit so you can see. That's pretty interesting, right? Shouldn't that have melted?
Yeah,
Being so close?
think so.
Look at this. Why doesn't it melt? Why is it not melting? It doesn't make sense to me.
Me too.
I keep looking at it over and over and over, and it's like, if the sun radiates so much heat, why doesn't it melt?
How is that possible?
One thing women do not understand about men is that when a man is truly in love with a woman, the only real person that can destroy that love is that woman with her attitudes and lack of respect. There's not a second person only she can destroy that love.
Well, it's very simple. I have a clone. I have a clone for music. I have a clone for film. I have a clone for my personal life. I have a clone for my family life as well. So that's how it gets done. And each clone is under contract. Which one am I talking to now? Well, if I told you that, then, you know, life wouldn't be as fun. Because I now have a clone. And that clone does all my music. And then I, you know, have another clone for acting. I'm not going to tell you if it's me or not. What the name is.
They're making music right now, right?
Yeah, they're in the studio right now. And I just feel so humbled. Just super, super blessed to be able to be doing anything, you know, and doing something like this. Yeah, it's like you don't take it lightly. Yeah.
Do you have a clone yet, Daniel? They're not
Yeah,
useful as Janelle's clone.
your eyes are not as blue as they were yesterday.
Yeah, slightly, but that might be something else.
Oh, that is unbelievable. Oh my god. How did this brave dog save this owner from a snake attack? Oh my god. This is so sweet and sad at the same time. You see? Now these are the consequences of the dog.
That with the age of technology, whatever you say, whatever you do, the speed of light, it will zip around the entire globe and everyone will see it. So don't do anything that you would be ashamed of, or at the very least, not proud of.
Hey Mills, yeah. Did you know that the sun is not a giant ball of fire? The sun is not a giant ball of fire. It is a giant ball of plasma. It's the fourth state of matter. So you got liquid, solid, gas, plasma. Plasma is basically really highly energized gas that changes state and turns into a plasma. There's plasmas on Earth as well. Fire is a plasma. Think about fire. Think about electricity. Lightning. Lightning's not a solid, it's not a liquid, it's not a gas, it's a plasma. And the sun is the same thing. There's so much energy coming from the sun that the hydrogen and helium that it's made out of exist in a plasma state and give off so much energy. Also, the sun is not yellow. And it's not red, despite some pictures you might see. The sun is a white star. It gives off white light. It's not a yellow or a red star. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious, everybody. Bye.